Welcome back to the Dystopia Man TDM. Please like and subscribe. Get your ledger link in the description, and you can get $70 of Bitcoin while buying a ledger through the link. I do not work for Ledger, but I am an affiliate. You can also donate to the channel using Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum. And like I say, please like and subscribe. A like takes only a second and means nothing to you but the world to me. So let's get straight into it. So, crypto market funds hit by 1 billion outflows in market volatility coin shares. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this up, because what's kind of happened, right, for some reason, is that we begin to see the market news turn negative, all on the fact that we're only getting 2 interest rate cuts next year. I don't understand it. You know the amount of money that's still going to flow into crypto with those two. He says this. We all know the Federal Reserve lie all the time, right? We're probably still going to get more. But two, well, we're still getting 2 rate decreases. It's still decreasing. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. So crypto funds saw 1 billion in outflows at the end of last week, including 576 million in a single day amid market jitters following a hawkish Fed stance. And the reason why I want to show this, because me, I'm steadfast. I bought more crypto today and I will just constantly keep buying, because will it be worth more before regulation or after regulation? Simple as that. If you would have bought Bitcoin at any time in history and just held, would you have lost money or made money? You'd have made. So this for me doesn't change a damn thing. So digital asset investment products recorded 308 million in inflows last week, but the last week ended with 1 billion in outflows over the final 2 days, including 576 million on December the 19th alone, according to data collected by CoinShares. In a Monday blog post, the Jersey headquartered firm said the sharp outflows came after market reactions to the Federal Reserve's hawkish stance. Total assets under management for digital asset exchange traded products fell by 17.7 billion, representing a 0.37 decline in assets under management, marking the 13th largest single day outflow on record, said CoinShares head of research James Butterfield. You know, the reason why I'm bringing this to you, I do have to bring the bullshit news as well, the sad news. But look at the amount of panic just because of what Jerome Powell said. And it's not changed anything about the assets. Look at all the positive news we're going to have coming in next year. I'm going to get into some of that later on, but it's like everybody just forgot. It's absolutely crazy. And El Salvador's festive holiday celebrations amid IMF restrictions. So as the country adds to its Bitcoin reserve, El Salvador's Christmas 2024 celebration have a distinctive Bitcoin-themed Christmas tree, further demonstrating the country's everlasting dedication to the original cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is here, it's here to stay. It is going nowhere. These guys are looking pretty smart from what they did. Like the first guys to actually get Bitcoin and use it as legal tender. And everybody was laughing at them. And look how much bank they made. Look how much bank they made. And right now, even MicroStrategy have seen we're just getting Bitcoin for easy to play. Because everybody is trying to front run the Federal Reserve and the Cynthia Loomis bill if it goes through Congress, which there's a small chance of it going through. It's probably not going to go through, in my opinion. But that being said, the fact that it's just here is an incredible positive look for Bitcoin. So on December the 19th, 2024, shortly after obtaining 1.4 billion loan from the International Money Fund, El Salvador made headlines once more when it bought 11 BTC valued over 1 million. This action demonstrates the nation's audacious BTC strategy despite outside criticism. The criticism primarily comes from traditional finance institutions and economists who have expressed concerns about the risks of BTC's volatility and its impact on the country's financial stability. Well, look at how bad the peso's been and a lot of the foreign currencies. The reason why El Salvador are moving towards Bitcoin is because it's better than the currencies around it. They're all damaged by inflation and damaged by debasement, And obviously, the traditional financial institutions are upset over it because this isn't traditional finance. We've seen they all do one thing and say the next. How long was Jamie Dimon killing Bitcoin for? Oh, Bitcoin is Bitcoin that, Bitcoin's crap, Bitcoin's bad, Bitcoin's used by criminals. Next minute, Jamie Dimon's bought Bitcoin. El Salvador became the first nation to accept BTC as legal tender in September 2021, making history in the process. Although contentious, this ruling signaled a shift in the nation's stance on cryptocurrencies. BTC has been a major part of the nation's finance scene in recent years. And everywhere's going to start doing this. If America turn around and say they are going to buy 5% of the total supply of Bitcoin, we will see a global arms race for Bitcoin. I mean, and here's more huge news. MicroStrategy continues. Bitcoin buying spree with latest 5,262 BTC purchase amid Nasdaq 100 entry. This guy has just been this guy's just been absolutely destroying it. So on Monday, well, Michael Saylor, sorry, this guy. So on Monday, Bitcoin treasury company MicroStrategy announced that it had spent roughly 561 million to acquire additional Bitcoin as it remains uber bullish on the world's largest and oldest cryptocurrency. While it doesn't say there is also one of the world's most rarest assets. This marks its seventh consecutive week of Bitcoin purchases. The purchase comes as MicroStrategy officially begins trading as a member of the Nasdaq 100 Equity Index. It's every single day we are getting buying news like this. If you cannot see the writing on the walls, there's not really much more I can kind of say. Like, how much do you think Bitcoin is going to be in 2030, 2034, 2038? I do genuinely think, look, we're going to see $1 million Bitcoin. Supply and demand, if you think about it, right, the ETFs own over 1 million, that's 5%. Satoshi's wallet owns 5%, and that's gone, right? America alone is going to own 5%. We're not even talking about Texas, Pennsylvania, Poland. If the Polish president, Slamir Mensen, gets in, you're not even talking about other companies that haven't even said they've got it and haven't come forward yet. There is hardly any Bitcoin left. I keep saying it on this channel. There are hardly any Bitcoin left. And this is why I keep buying every single day. Because the price crunch, the real price crunch when it comes in, I'm talking that when there's none left whatsoever. And people don't seem to realize there is hardly any left. If you look at all the companies that are actually holding Bitcoin as well, there's hardly any left. There's hardly any left. There's hardly any left. Some people just are not. I'm not even going to go on that rant today. MicroStrategy buys more Bitcoin at an average of price of 106,000. So according to a Monday announcement, MicroStrategy purchased 5,262 Bitcoin between December 16th and December the 22nd, and now holds 444,262 BTC in total, valued at over 41 billion at the present time. MicroStrategy bought its latest Bitcoin at an average of $106,662 per coin, the highest cost the firm has ever paid per BTC. The latest purchase contributes to the firm's outstanding Bitcoin yield, 47.4% quarter to date and 73.7% year to date, raising the average cost to 62,257 per Bitcoin. That is crazy, man. This is why I just keep buying. You don't seem to understand, right? It wasn't long ago that I showed you guys the debt and America's debt and how it's just going to keep going up and going up and going up. That is traditional finance, and Bitcoin is here to make a huge dent in traditional finance. Like I said, what I think they're going to do, they're going to buy as much Bitcoin as they can. Bitcoin's going to shoot up in price. They're going to put it and they're going to back it against the traditional finance. That's what I think is going to happen. Because there is no other way that America can get out of this 36 trillion debt that is looming over their head. How is Britain going to get out of the 3 trillion debt? We all need an answer before this implodes on itself. It's like with the debt ceiling, they're all Congress talking about closing because of the debt ceiling. It will get raised because they do not have a choice. They don't have a choice. What other choice they have? Just to stay shut. They don't have a choice. So it will get raised. So this is why, while we're hearing all of this bad news that's pushing prices down, I'm just accumulating. I just bought some more ETH today, some more BTC. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. And here we are, a Meta Planet. Here's another one. Picks up record 620 Bitcoin as XRP leads market slide. See, another 620 Bitcoin gone off the market. Now there are only enough Bitcoin for every millionaire and billionaire to have 0.33 Bitcoin. Think about that. Every millionaire and billionaire cannot own a full Bitcoin. Mathematically, it's impossible. They could only be 3.33 Bitcoin. I am buying as much as I can. So XRP dropped 3% in the past 24 hours, leading losses among major tokens as BTC started the festive week in the red, and Japanese Bitcoin accumulator Meta Planet 3350 announced its biggest purchase. And you have to see, the reason I think why they're doing it, right, is if you look at the yen, the Japanese yen, it is in a bad state. Everybody's going over Japan to the moment because it's so cheap over there. Because, oh yeah, it's great for holidays. But if you're living over there and your purchasing power is just getting eroded every day, that's an absolute, travesty to them. So why do you think this company's now started investing in Bitcoin? Because it's just the same reason why Salvador did. Because it's better to hold in the currencies that are around. So the Tokyo listed company said it bought a record 619.70 Bitcoin for 9.5 billion yen, 61 million, in a move that lifted its BTC holdings by 54%. And people just looking at, because it's not like MicroStrategy, like thousands and thousands, like it doesn't matter. This is still 619 Bitcoin gone off the market. Do you have 61 million to spend on Bitcoin? BTC is still 1.5 lower over 24 hours, CoinGecko data shows. To me, that's a sale. With Ether, blah, 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 MetaPlanet has now acquired 1,762 BTC for 20.87 billion yen, or 133.2 million, with an average purchase price of 11.85 million yen between October the 1st and December the 23rd. The company achieved a BTC yield of 309.82%, up from blah, blah. MetaPlanet experimented with novel ways of funding its Bitcoin buys since it first started the strategy in April. As of December the 20th, the company issued a 50 billion yen fifth series of ordinary bonds to Evo Fund, a zero coupon bond maturing June 16, 2025, with early redemption possible linked to the 12th series stock acquisition rights. So it's basically the same thing that Michael Saylor's doing. So a lot of companies are beginning to, Myra Digital, there another one, Myra, are beginning to copy his strategy and just give out like shares and convertible notes and pick up Bitcoin. And why are we doing this? Because everybody at the moment is trying to front run that huge America trade that they think is going to happen, where America have come out and basically said, we're going to buy X, Y amount of Bitcoin. If America buy 5% of the whole supply of Bitcoin, I don't even think it's going to be there. But if they say they're going to do that, the amount of money that will flow into Bitcoin will be astronomical, in my opinion. Bitcoin Reserve Act may end 4-year boom bust cycle. So hear this. And this is what I've been saying on the channel for a while. If this actually happens, my truth. So with speculation mounting that incoming president Donald Trump may sign an executive order declaring a Bitcoin reserve on day one of press legislation to establish a reserve during his term, many wonder if the move would lead to a crypto supercycle. Since Wyoming Senator Cynthia Loomis introduced the Bitcoin Reserve Act earlier this year, states like Texas and Pennsylvania have filed similar proposals. Russia, Thailand, and Germany are reportedly considering proposals of their own. Germany, they just sold a bunch of Bitcoin, idiots, further ramping up the pressure. If governments are competing to secure their own stockpiles of Bitcoin, would we say goodbye to the 4 year boom bust cycle in crypto prices that may have attributed to Bitcoin's halving? Ilya Kalchev, dispatch analyst from crypto lender Nexo, believes the Bitcoin Reserve Act could be a landmark moment for Bitcoin, signaling its recognition as legitimate global financial instrument. It already is. Loomis proposed the Bitcoin Act 2024 would enable the US government to insert Bitcoin into its treasury as a reserve asset by buying 200,000 BTC annually over 5 years, accumulating 1 million Bitcoin, which it would hold for at least 20 years. Jack Morley, why do you think they're going to hold it for 20 years? How much of a dent do you think that will have in it? Wake up, people. Jack Mallers, founder and CEO of Stripe, believes Trump has the potential to use a day one executive order to purchase Bitcoin, although he cautioned that it would not equate to a 1 million Bitcoin purchase. Dennis Potter, co-founder of the non-profit organization Satoshi Act Fund, which supports pro-Bitcoin US policy bills, also believes Trump is exploring enabling a strategic Bitcoin reserve through an executive order. Let me know what you guys think of this in the description. I think this is where the turning point is. If he gets this done and Bitcoin actually and sorry, America actually go to get 5% of the whole supply of Bitcoin, I think 100,000 Bitcoin is going to be the thing of the past. A thing of the past. We are seeing analysts talking about next year. If this happens, we're seeing a million Bitcoin, $1 million Bitcoin. It is crazy if that happens, but we're just gonna have to see. We're just gonna have to see. And this is one thing I did want to say to people that it's gonna take time, but we are moving in the right direction. So new SEC boss Paul Atkins will transform crypto, but not right away. Yeah, because he's got to get in and all that stuff first. So Trump's new pick to chair the Security and Exchange Commission is a win for the crypto industry, but the desired changes may be slow to come into play. President-elect Donald Trump has tapped pro-crypto businessman and former Security and Exchange Commissioner Paul Atkins as the next chair of the regulatory agency under his administration, fulfilling his promise to replace current chair Gary Gensler and delighting the crypto industry. Here's what we know about Atkins and the potential changes he could bring to the crypto industry if he's confirmed as expected by Congress 2025. From SEC to Potomac and back again. Atkins served as Republican SEC Commissioner from July 2002 to August 2008, having been appointed to the role under George W. Bush. Back then, he was already pro-innovation and investment against red tape. The SEC must not price those very investors out of our markets through burdensome regulations or eat up the fruits of their investments through nonsensical mandates, Atkins said in a 2007 speech to the Corporate Directors Forum. According to the US legal firm Anderson PC, Atkins was known for emphasizing proportionality in enforcement actions, advising against massive fines for corporations based on individual wrongdoings, and focusing on complex, nuanced cases instead of prioritizing a high number of enforcement actions. Under his leadership, the SEC may move away from aggressive tactics that prioritize headline grabbing penalties over substantive outcomes, wrote Anderson's lawyers. I mean, let me know what you think. This guy does seem to be huge. I mean, we've got Hester Pierce, who seems to be bigging up here. I mean, she says we have a lot of work to do at the SEC to advance free markets, capital formation, investor choice, and innovation. I'm delighted that Paul Atkins will be returning to lead the effort. Having worked with him during his last stint at the agency, I cannot think of a better person for the job. And the person they call Crypto Mom. So let me know what you guys think about all of this positive crypto news. And what price do you think we're going to see Bitcoin at next year in XRP? You know, I genuinely think, I don't want to say we could see 1 million Bitcoin, but I feel like there's something in the air that could make it happen. I just don't listen to Jerome Powell anymore. He just talks a whole bunch of shit. Like, oh, we're gonna go and do this, and then he does the exact opposite. This is like, think about the amount of times our man's he come out saying he's gonna do something, and he don't do it. I mean, let's just look at it. If we're not even gonna get a rate hike, damn idiot, man. But yeah, man. But anyway, it's TDM, the Dystopia, man. Please like and subscribe. Like I say, you can donate to the channel using Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum, and get your ledger link in the description. Peace.